We're just getting started on this one. Scruff McGruffin, thank you for the 69-month resub. That's a long time. Welcome back. Have a 3-power Orca Gamer. Enjoy the Orca. Ooh, that's a piece of candy. We brick a draw here because Ben Brode shoved cards in our hand 2 turns in a row against our consent. But rest of what we have going on is pretty good here. So I think it's Thena, Sunspot, and then we'll go Demon Marvel Boy. Then we'll have Invisible Woman plus a 2. A clean curve here for us. Oh, look at that. Our copy of Death is playable. We take those. And then we have Invisible Woman plus a 2, and then Death plus a 2. Great. Thank you for the 10 months. Appreciate that. God, her animation is so good. Oh, wait, if I Havoc, I can't Death in a 2. That's fine. I can Sage in a 2, right? Oh, now I can Death in a 2. She's cheapo. They also have a 3 energy Death in hand. FYI. Is Death smaller than Sage in the center? She is, but I also don't need to place center, right? Because I'm gaining 8 in the middle. I think it's just this, right? Because I'm gaining 8 in the center, and I'm gaining 6 here. Or closest here. This is getting a little bigger. Oh yeah, Marvel Boy puts an extra 6 points to the board as well. Forgot about him. So yeah, definitely want to play for the right here. Opponent's deck's a little weird. That was a good clean game for us here, huh? A lot of numbers. What's that? 29, 21, 50, or almost 90 points across the board. Almost 80 points across the board. Math, not even once. I think that last deck submission puts us full on submissions for today. 3 more queued up after this one. Should get us solidly through the afternoon. We snap on Nico, draw 2 in this house. I guess Sakar might be good for them. Not bad for them by any means. Oh, Lucas, my Lucas! Why have you forsaken me, Lucas? Yeah, the real question is, are they a Killmonger? Killmonger surfer deck? Ooh, probably not surfer. Mixed feelings about that one. I guess it gives us another chance to draw Invisible a little bit here. Excited for her to be my literal bottom card. Sweet. I think this is enough to win here, because I'm going to gain another 9 on this card. We save demons so we can 2 spells extra. I'm guaranteed to draw Kate. No, I'm punting the left. I don't think we can beat the Human Torch. No, I have 5 energy. Okay, and they should be massively cooked here, right? Except for that Shag they're playing. That's true. That's true. Shag Center would be bad for the hook, dude. That is an, let's call it an ambitious stay. My nerds, look at my nerds charging up here. Yeah, I could have contested the left, no. Little did we know. I guess if I was gonna play this center anyways, it was strictly optimal to play Invisible Woman here on 6 to leave myself the option to play Sage here. So I'm gonna have a 3 in this slot anyways, since we know we're wrong. My invisible woman placement there was wrong given the context of our known last card. We have completed submissions, gamers. Our alliance is going to be so powerful. Your favorite decks to play before you were Series 3? There we go. I have a relatively recent video. Starter guide for Marvel Snap in 2025. Check that one out for decks to build as you're finishing through Series 2, and then things to expand on as you build your collection up. You're into the game. That video is actually, I just looked at the stats of that video. It's paying off on the long con. Its release stats were mediocre, but it's up to almost 10,000 views. Having a longer tail as expected, which is nice. Do we bast on one here? Nah, I think I'm gonna chill on the bast for now, because it would be a good one to turn into a demon. Or whatnot. We have Surge on 2. Probably bast on 3, realistically. If we hit demon or draw, we'll probably go Nico bast on 2. 1 and 3 for that to happen. Tarnax is a bad location for us. Do we mulligan? I'd take the reroll on Tarnax. I don't think this is the game. Feeling it. I'll take Bast on Hood and Sage and then Surge on 2 here. There's no Nico to encourage us to wait. Mr. Negative is probably a real bad matchup for us. Although, rocks probably favor us. We'll see how the expansion goes. Could be not negative. A little bit of a diff in our favor. Piece of candy. There's a season's tier list on YouTube. No, I won't go up until tonight. I gotta wrap up for the day. one. I got a rock. Confirmed, Mr. Negative. All right, so this will be a matchup where I don't want to snap early. Snapping turn 3 is often what I'm going to want to do because I don't want to snap into the games where they're Mr. Negativing on 3. That's what I want to avoid. So when they have no accelerant on 2, we'll snap them here. And then when they hit, we'll chill. All right, I think when they miss on 4, when they miss on 3, we snap them. Oh, you know what? I probably should have played this last turn, so that way Marvel Boy had 3 targets this turn. Leper Messiah, thank you for the half a year. Welcome back. Unlucky. It's optimal to leave here, but I'm gonna be honest, I really just don't want to play matches against their deck, and my draw is pretty good, so I'm gonna stay. I don't think it gets better for us from here. So I'm gonna stay, and we'll probably die, because that's how this works. Rather than nerf the opponent's deck, they gave Mobius and Mobius an extra point of power. Which, honestly, I would bet the Mobius and Mobius gaining an extra point of power means that the back-end stats on this deck are fucking absurd right now. It's like, it's the only remotely reasonable explanation for them buffing that card. I'm gonna play for 8 here, and we're likely gonna die. It just is what it is. Marco Latte, thank you for the 16 months. Welcome back. What do you mean by back-end stats? I mean, stats that second dinner has that aren't public-facing. Do they think I just can't compete on the left here? Because, I could totally compete on the left here, yeah? This is 3, so I'm at 18. And then I'm gaining 4, so I'm at 22. And then this is 11. 2, 4, 6. All right, so I'm gonna Sage here, Havoc here, press this. Maybe they thought they wouldn't get a turn 7. Yeah, maybe they expected me to rug pull them. It's a good take. Oh, I get like Ironhearted out of the game? No. Okay, cool. So they're absolutely cooked then. Sweet. Get wrecked, nerd. Listen, chat, when you're locked in a room with a matchup that's bad for you, you should make stays like this that would be bad in a regular game of Marvel Snap, because you're gonna have to get lucky. Like, on the ladder, no, genuinely, we got fortunate to win this, but it was still tactically correct. On the ladder, you're just supposed to leave every time they snap you back there, but in this matchup, because I'm locked in a room with them, I'm gonna have to get lucky to win. Yeah, they very much overcommitted mid. They should have split Iron Man and Gore. We snapped turn 4 after seeing magic. They were probably scared of run pull. Yeah, maybe. A part of that was the opponent outplayed themselves a little bit. The opponent tried to play around something and then lost to numbers. Is what happened there. That's why we won that. Yes, Kate's arrow was very useful there. That's so sad. This location always feels deeply personal. Can I snap anyways? My hand's kind of good. All right, Spider Ham porks my demon every time, yeah? Every time? Opponent did that in the wrong order. You should always Moon Knight before you Spider Ham. Yes, Agatha is your even turn, so they controlled opponent controlled that turn with the wrong sequencing. That was not Agatha. Man, I'm not going to be able to trigger Athena next turn. Which might mean we're cooked here. Kate got Spider Hammed, unfortunately. Man. We lost the fucking 1 in 3 on the cannonball, right? There were three sixes over. They left anyways. God bless. No Ghost Rider. I'm gonna have to retreat. Cannonball with Agatha is coming. You should make sure you subscribe to the Jeff Oakland YouTube channel and ring that bell to not miss sweet deck updates like the deck our current opponent is playing. My hand's only okay, and Sandbar kind of sucks for me, so I'm gonna take a mulligan here when they snap on one. Escaped. Personal feature location for my hood deck here. I think I stay on this one. I like my hands. in New York. Do 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 do. It's New York. Yeah, seems fine, right? Man, Dark Dimension sucks shit for us so bad. We're playing Iron Man. It's a lot of points. Only gaining 8 on the right. To 20. Yeah, just gotta go.
Escaped. Opponent snapped.
I'll stay one more time. We'll see if they lead on Black Knight again. They do, yep. Every time our opponent stepped early, they've had Black Knight. Good thing to call out. We're losing the Asgard, but they're now locked low on points there, which is nice. Low on points. Statistically, I don't get locked on the left here. Oh. Thanks. This is big enough to win the left on its own, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is 13. And then we keep him honest till we put point center. Oh. Let's end the game here one way or another. I'm getting 10 in the middle, right? No, I missed count. I'm getting 8. Damn. Yeah, I don't think I have any other lines there. We're gonna play a couple more with this when we get back, I think. I'll full queue another infinite ticket. Invisible Woman's been kinda medium so far, I feel like. That last game was a good example of like how I just really didn't have enough energy to spend on it, right? And her getting shrunk by Agent Venom and Bass has been awkward a couple of points. I'm gonna try a few more, but so far I feel like my current experience is I think this is probably worse than just playing the stock Spice Rack deck that's not trying to do the cute end of turn stuff. So, haven't had a roll. We'll see if that changes after a couple more games when we get back. Thanks for checking it out. Go anywhere. I'm gonna run and grab some lunch while all these ads go. BRB. Play some more with this. Then we've got some other viewer decks afterwards. Oh. A Wildman Wizard, thank you for the 20 months. For what it's worth, I've been playing this deck a lot recently. It's been one of the better lists that I've played in general. Can you sell me on what you think this is doing compelling that's different than the non-Invisible Woman cards? Like I know you played a lot of this archetype in general, Marty. What do you see as the compelling? I feel like I kind of feel like I've given up the tech card slot. I think I was thinking about it as I was going to get my lunch upstairs. This build feels like it's given up the tech card slots for the sake of additional squirrely littleish numbers, and we really saw that kind of come to a head in that last game against the Black Knight deck, where having zero, just having my numbers are not necessarily good enough. Oh, I was muted because I was eating. My question is, if you think you're better against the interactive decks because of the timing on your end of turn stuff, is this build better than just playing the dedicated end of turn deck at that point? Yeah, and I'm also going to be a little on the nose biased as I say it, but making your deck more resilient to tech cards in one way while also being an auto loss against Killmonger because of the changes you made is a tough spot to be in. You're definitely a bit better against like Shang-Chi and Shadow King, but honestly, like we're losing Cosmo is a big part of it, right? Like not having Cosmo is a huge deal. Are we gonna beat this Kill Daddy? I think we're gonna beat this Kill Daddy. Lovely. Because not having Cosmo as the tech card. Usually Cosmo and Luke Cage are the tech cards that you typically play in the stock Spice Rack shell. Billiam, thank you for the Hawaii 5-0. Appreciate the 50 months of support. Welcome back. I stumbled into one of your Magic videos from 8 years ago. Your voice sounded very different. Yeah, it turns out having a professional microphone does wonders. Yeah, if that hadn't been a TVA game, Invisible Woman Killmonger would have never been beatable. Mr. One, thank you for the 58 months. Welcome back.
Opponent snapped.
You said on stream near her release that there was no way Invisible Woman First Steps was good at Bass Spice Rack, and I took that as a personal challenge. Fair, honestly. I think we're probably getting Enchantress in the middle. Roof Toilet, thank you for the 11 months. Welcome back. Are we cooked, gamers? Cause like even here, right? Like this invisible woman was only a 3/7 this game, right? Which is like, it's not terrible, but it's also not something you write home about. Their Sakar got discarded at least.
Victory.
Gosh. Invisible Woman First Steps is really hammering home that there are only two types of cards in card games. Ones that are too strong and ones that are unplayable. There really is just nothing in the middle for card gamers. They all desperately need some freaking help, good golly. All right, so we'll go this into this. I'm going to end on Invisible Woman, so that way, well, no, I want to end on Nico, so that way she gets an extra point from Sunspot before she quadruples. Final answer. All right, well, Havoc's a wonderful draw. Sage into Havoc here, into trigger this. Sounds great. How big is Invisible Woman here? She's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So she's 14 power. Better than the 3/7 we had a moment ago. Oh yeah, Theta 2, 17 power. New by deck submission to Monday. Absolutely, Jace.
Victory.
Yeah, it's a good point. Invisible Woman, we're talking about, and this is honestly just like a good comparison for the board. Like, Invisible Woman was like 17 points this game, right? Their suitor was 19. 13 without Madripoor. Our Sage was 20. Like when your 3-drop that you built your deck around fully hits and all the synergies coming in. Like that was every synergy in our deck, right? And she maxed out and I passed with extra energy. And she was only as much as she was there because the Sunspot got to double on the last turn because my Sage was cheaper from the Surge. I think if you're dead set on playing Invisible Woman inside of this archetype, you could play her and not feel embarrassed. That being said, I think she gives this deck a lot more draw variance because her power is based around hitting certain combos, right? So one of the strengths of this archetype is that it tends to be kind of individually powerful cards that also synergize with Agent, Venom, and Bast. And Invisible Woman is a card that, like we saw in that last game, has this incredible high roll, but there's also games where she just shows up and doesn't do a whole lot for you. So really good card when it all comes together. But I don't think she actually accomplishes the thing you set out to do, Marty, which is be more resilient to interaction because you're giving up Cosmo to play her. I think your added weakness to Killmonger with Marvel Boy and dropping Cosmo to fit more Invisible Woman stuff in, I think at absolute best makes you a wash against interaction. I don't think I'd say you're worse against interaction than regular Spice Rack, but I don't think you're meaningfully better.